All right. Looks like we're going to hear from Jay Parker. Jay Parker, by the way, is a friend of mine. I worked with him. I once went on a long soapbox about a lot of the design decisions I made when I worked on a project called This Is Vegas that never shipped. Dairy is delicious. I knew I was I thought you were behind Dionysus. Like, Dionysus is asleep. Why is he not harassing me about dairy? But there we go. Now I know Dionysus is really at his keyboard and not somebody else. Anyway, Jay Parker is a guy I worked with when I was working on This Is Vegas. He's a spectacularly good game developer, and MTG Arena is lucky to have him. So I want to just call out my great appreciation for Mr. Parker and what he's bringing to Magic. And now let's see what he has to say about this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have YouTube. I have my internet muted. This means I need to shut down. And I got to make sure that nothing that's playing my stream is actually producing sound, or it gets bad for all of us. Looks like it isn't. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on web browser sound, and let's try that. Try that again.
Hello, and welcome to the Magic the Gathering Arena Developer Update.
That's not Jay Parker.
I'm Megan, here to tell you more about what's next for Magic the Gathering Arena. On July 2nd, we're bringing a new card set, a new mastery system, and cats to Magic the Gathering Arena. To tell you more, here's Jay Parker.
Okay, here's Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay Parker. I'm the game director for Magic Arena, and I'm here to talk to you about the upcoming update for M20. We've got Chandra as the face of the set, and to show her growing in power as a Planeswalker and kind of showcase her story in the set, she's got 3 Planeswalker cards in the set, along with a lot of other cool things coming with M20. We've got the return of Protection to Magic, as well as a couple new takes on dual lands for Standard.
In addition to Core Set 2020, we're also adding a new mastery system to Arena. This new mastery system allows you to choose additional rewards and cosmetics simply by playing. For players who might want additional rewards and cosmetics, be sure to check out our Mastery Pass, which adds packs, gold, gems, and pets to the mastery system. Yep, that's right, we're finally doing it. Pets are here. And there'll be even more cute little critters in the mastery system going forward. Meow back to Jay Parker.
Another thing that fans have been asking a lot about is rotation. People asked a lot about that on Weekly MTG recently. Of course, at the basic level, the oldest sets will be rotating out. You'll still, of course, be able to play those in a new format that we're going to be calling Historic. We had talked before about potentially bringing back the Amonkhet and Kaladesh blocks for Historic, but as we've watched the meta develop with the Ixalan forward sets, we decided to make the call not to do that right now. We really feel like the meta is in a great place for Standard currently, and we want to have our Historic format be able to have that same great meta. We'll certainly keep looking at those older sets, and I'm sure they'll make their way out to Arena sometime soon. But for the beginning, we'll start with Ixalan forward. We're also starting to introduce some messaging around rotation, so you'll see heads-up notices whenever you go to purchase packs or craft wildcards from those older sets. We're also updating the new player decks so that players will have access to a lot of the cool cards in M20 and decks that are ready to rock for the new Standard. Stay tuned to the state of the beta and in the coming weeks as we roll out more information about all the exciting things we have planned, both before and after rotation.
Looking for a sneak peek for all these new features? Be sure to check out our early access event on July 1st. Also, last call to pre-order Core Set 2020 on Magic the Gathering Arena. Once the update is live on July 2nd, the bundle will no longer be available. Thanks for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you and your new furry friend in-game.
All right, then. Wasn't too much there for us, was there? I don't know. All right, what did they say about rank draft? Hold on. All right. Well, now I'm going to have to go find the part in the article and read it, huh? Well, hold on. Let me go back to soapbox mode. Let's get chat up on screen here instead of in a tiny box in my corner. Core power to you. Mechanics. Okay, ranked draft. All right, I'm gonna. Well, I'll put it up on screen. Seems like it's worth. Putting on screen. Hold on. Okay. Ranked draft. On the topic of the event schedule, there is something else we'd like to call out. Starting with Core Set 2020, once the current set is available for ranked draft, it will remain as a drafting option until the next set is released. This is something we know that players have been asking for, and since we've reached the point where we feel like we can support multiple ranked draft formats simultaneously, we are more than happy to make this option available. Yes, multiple. While the most recent set will be available, we're also going to continue to provide a second ranked draft event that will continue to rotate every few weeks. Starting in August, the schedule for ranked draft will begin to look like this. July 5th to 9th, War of the Spark, 19th to Fall 2019, Core Set, whatever. I don't even care about that. As always, we'll. But the key point is here. This right. That August 2nd is when we get. I guess that's my main question: is when is M20 going to be in the ranked rotation? Maybe that's what that means. All right, great. That's really that was the meat that we wanted, right? Yeah. All right. What do y'all think of that? Oh, sooner. Good. That's even better because it felt like August was very far for us to not be able to draft. Oh, I want to make a lighting. Let me lower my light so it's kind of in my face and weird. Hold on. All right, hello. Where's my preemptive mute? Preemptive mute doesn't help if I'm not looking at chat is the problem, but we're there. We got there. Okay, so mastery, yeah. I'm sure I care about the system from a system standpoint, but I don't know if it's that relevant. Yeah, we got too many things to talk about today. I'm not going to worry about the mastery system thing. Yeah, what are we losing? Let's see. So we're not getting, so instead of 3 packs a week, we are not what I don't know. since I didn't read anything about that, I'm not going to speak to it now. I will speak to what we saw and what we just read, because I got to stop sitting here. Me reading chat on stream is not particularly compelling content. So let's take a look at the questions that we did see raised. The first, I like their solution on ranked draft. They still get their window. You know what? I talked about their need, their strong desire, their economic requirement to have the new set behind a draft, a limited paywall in the early stages of the availability of the new set. It just makes sense. Whether you think it's greedy or whatever, it does. Like, if I were there, I'd be all for that. You know, it totally makes sense to say, here's the new set. If you want access to it, you got to use our hard currency, not hard currency being gems, not our soft currency of gold. So still no best of 3 ranked. Yeah, all that other stuff was too awkward, I guess. But the main thing, my main criticism was, how can you say at this, we want you to care about your limited rank, but we will not offer you the ability to play in the current set all the time for rank. That was the main thing I was saying was the problem, and they've solved that. So if they want to leave best of 3, even though it's the most skill intensive limited, as the place where rank is not calculated, that's fine. So I think if there's interest, let me find a link. When I posted this, I soapboxed about rank and draft recently. And I always feel like whenever I talk about this subject, I fail to remember all of the factors that I think are important. So if you'll give me just a second, I'm going to go to that and actually get my comments out of it. So here, I was trying to describe on when I was soapboxing before, all of the factors involved in the design decision, and I'm just going to read you what I wrote down in terms of looking at all of the design decisions that go into this. So here's what they need to do with all of their offerings. They want to promote and support best of 1 play as authentic competitive Magic, and they really want to lean into best of 1 as the main way to play Arena. They want to provide a 24/7 gem entry draft queue of the latest set. So 24/7, as soon as the set is launched, a gem entry queue needs to be available. They want to tightly control and limit the availability of gold entry draft queues of the latest set. And that basically speaks to their desire not to have it right up front. They want to provide a 24/7 best of 3 draft queue of the latest set, pre-release windows aside. They want to provide a 24/7 best of 1 draft experience that takes gold for entry and pays out gems, even at 0 wins. That's another need. They want to provide a 24/7 way to impact your limited rank with a gold entry. They want to offer the non-latest standard sets for drafting regularly during their times in standard. They want to care about rank consistently. If some queue results impact rank and some do not, and some queues incorporate rank in matchmaking and some do not, a queue should be a cares about rank queue, or it should be a doesn't care about rank queue. It's really awkward design to say, we're going to affect your rank, but rank's not part of matchmaking in this one. You don't want those things at odds. Either your queue cares about rank and uses it in matchmaking, or it doesn't. Don't cross those streams. And consistent queues aim to have all best of 1 draft queues behave the same way in terms of entry and payout. In other words, so a gem-only latest set ranked draft carries a real cost of being slightly different from the well-established normal best of 1 ranked draft queue, right? You want to keep the total number of queues to a minimum. Fire rate is king. So another knock on adding a gem-only latest set ranked draft queue, like you want to have the minimum number of queues that you can. Provide a place to draft where there is no skill tax, where players are match made on event record alone. That's an authenticity goal. They want to provide that. Finally, provide a place to draft where there is no rank pressure or even the exposing of your rank. So that's a long list of requirements and goals for the offerings of limited on Arena, but they're all legit. Like they're all things that that Wizards wants to offer, and they're limited. And so when you talk about solutions to the problems that I've identified before, you need to find solutions within that. And so the question is, which one of those things is going to give? You've got to give on something on this list that I just named in order to solve the problem of not having ranked draft of the main set be available 24/7. That's the thing that was missing. And so they found the right place. Frank, good news, everybody. Arena is doing so well, and there are so many players that the population base now supports adding queues. And that's a big deal, because now they can really solve problems with additional queues and not have anybody's play experience suffer, because the queues will still be firing at a nice, steady rate. So, great news. They are solving that problem. And it just didn't make any sense that they weren't offering 24/7 ways to advance in limited rank while drafting the latest set. That was the only insane lack of availability. Like, that just made no sense. Right. I cannot believe they had a system for this long that said care about rank, but not by playing the latest set. That never made any sense. No, it doesn't fix it for the first 2 weeks, but it's okay. This is a fine compromise. In some way, you could argue, well, we don't want you to adjust. We'll let the format figure itself out of it, and then you can compete in rank for the format. Anyway. So yeah, I think it's an improvement there. What else did we learn? So this package, we were trying to figure out the value of this new package they're offering. I kind of don't want to do EV math on stream. I think this is something I need to figure out off stream and then talk about later. I don't want to try and come up with the monetary assessment of a product that I have not even just learned about until just now. But I can't remember who it was. If you're still here, someone observed that if some bundle from the store involves booster packs and cosmetics, it's probably not a bundle that a drafting player is interested in. If what your bottom line is the most efficient and cost-effective drafting that you can, because a bundle that includes that stuff is less likely to be good, but not always. I mean, like the welcome bundle, the welcome bundle contains packs, but it's still better gem value, right? Oh, we don't have enough details anyway? Okay, well, we'll see. Good, because I didn't want to try and freestyle economic value calculus on stream. Was there any other major info that impacts the limited player? Exact user base in games is something that devs have but don't share with the world, Salmon. Yeah, I guess that's true. There are some games where their data is exposed by the platform they're on, like Steam.